How we parent our children is often a hot topic of debate.
People have criticised my parenting style, calling me crazy, mad, extreme.
I think school's a prison.
Especially when parents choose to reject the norm and opt to parent in unusual ways.
I'm pulling my children out of the world as much as possible.
These parents have come under harsh scrutiny because of their choices in how they raise their children.
People say I'm raising him as a gangster, a thug. They're not used to seeing a baby with tattoos.
What can school give them that I can't?
Education.
Is this criticism fair?
Told me that I was ruining my kids' lives.
It just hurts that you still can't see my side. It just sucks to not have that friendship that we used to have.
Or have they been judged too harshly?
Disturbing and disgusting, I'd be embarrassed if I were those kids.
You decide.
Slay.
This is the Smythe family, Kip and Carrie and their 7 children.
It goes from Caleb to Joshua to Nathan to Esther to Joseph to Naomi, then to Abigail.
They're all living off-grid in the Ozarks of Missouri. But how did they come to live this way?
If you look at the culture in America and what's happening in America right now, the kind of craziness, it's not getting better. Society. It's not that I don't trust people, it's just that I don't trust people. Because people are people. There's no way around it. I'm pulling my children out of the world as much as possible, but that's out of the negative things of the world.
About 10 years ago, got a real desire in my heart, Kip and I both did, to begin homesteading, growing our own food. And that led us on a journey that ended up here.
You guys ever eat junk food?
Junk food?
And it's not just their own food they grow. It's their own herbal remedies.
We do more of a preventative approach. So we do a lot of herbs, essential oils, and good nutrition. None of our children have ever had to take antibiotics, which is a big blessing. We stopped vaccinations after our 3rd child because he had a very severe reaction, became very ill.
My wife started scratching her head saying, hey, seems to be kind of a consistent thing for our children.
We didn't feel it was safe any longer to give them the vaccinations. And there's a lot of controversy on that. I understand it was not an easy decision for us to make, but we feel it was right for us.
Although Kip and Carrie's decision not to vaccinate their children is against US government advice, they have been promoting their way of life online.
So what are you up to in the garden, honey?
We are getting this bed that we just cleared of sweet potatoes ready for some fall crops.
Just under 3 years ago, we started a YouTube channel and showing our journey.
Because of living this way of life so different, maybe we'd be able to encourage others.
All of these things make life quite a bit different here. You know, our kids get up in the morning, they do their morning chores. Good morning, crew. Y'all raring to go? And then it's off to the schooling, homeschooling.
Most of their time is not at the table, and they're learning in lots of different other ways. So they could be sitting down with their buddy. The 3 older children have the 3 younger children as their buddies, and so they spend time doing things together.
Once when God talked.
What are the things that you guys feel maybe other kids aren't getting that you guys are?
A lot of real life facts and problem solving in the real life world instead of just at a desk. Yeah, lots of animal husbandry stuff, broken fencing.
I think that in the public school system there are a lot of facts being fed to the children, a lot of times geared toward testing. There's other things that are more important, having the wisdom to take what you know and use it in life in a beneficial way.
I want to give my children all the tools I can give them to pursue their passions. And public school just doesn't cater to that.
But not everyone has the same view as Kip and Carrie when it comes to schooling and bringing up their children.
No matter what lifestyle you live, no matter what beliefs you have, what kind of religion, you're gonna have haters if you put yourself out in the public, no matter what. They ask a lot of questions about homeschooling. And, well, how are you socializing your children? You're so removed from the whole rest of society. When I went to school, I was getting into trouble, encouraging my friends to get into trouble. So do I want my children being influenced by one of me when I was that age? No, I don't. I really don't.
You do realize, like, your parents made a decision to live like this. What do you think about their decision?
I think it's a good one. And it's also how I want to live when I grow up. So it's teaching me how to do that. And it gives me a lot of freedom to do what I love.
With their children's passion and freedom being one of their main drives for Kip and Carrie's way of parenting and living, how would they react if one or all of them wanted to make a more conventional lifestyle for themselves?
If they want to pursue the normal American lifestyle, go into the city, get the job and all that, I wouldn't force them to stay here. I would let them do that. I would be hurt in my heart, but I wouldn't force them. My oldest son, is pursuing web design and things like that. He didn't get that from me, I'll tell you that for sure. But it's something that really interests him. He has this creativeness about him. I'm trying to empower him to do that, to pursue that.
Well, everyone has a choice to make how they're going to live their life. And thankfully, we still have the freedom to make those choices. I wouldn't put my way of life on anyone if it wasn't their choice, but I wouldn't change either.
Mother Shamika came under intense criticism after photos emerged of her and her young son covered in tattoos.
Dance machine, ooh, 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 ooh. What you wanna wear? This is Traylon, but most people know him as Nugget World 561. He's a celebrity on TikTok. He made it to 1.5 million followers, and so we appreciate that. Hey, my name's Shamika, and my son Traylon, he loves temporary tattoos, and I enjoy putting them on him. Traylon is 1 year old. Traylon have tons of clothes and shoes. He have over, probably like 150 sneakers. He's a sneakerhead. Ooh, oh, you fresh. You look good, man. Ooh. Yes, mom gotta put it on. I put on the jewelry to accessorize the outfit. I think that's perfect for today's outfit. I think Traylon love dressing up because when he see himself dressed, he get in the mirror, he be feeling himself, he be bopping, he be dancing, so I really think he enjoys it.
Shamika was criticised as a mother before her son was even born.
When I was 8 months, I did a maternity shoot with my brothers at a tattoo shop, and I got bullied on social media. All the comments were negative. People were saying, oh, my baby is gonna be born with a whole bunch of tattoos. He gonna have skin poison. It was crazy. Like, I was laughing, but I said, I'm gonna get back at him. Traylon's first tattoo was when he was 6 months. And just the detail of it, it was just so amazing. Hey, sis.
Hey, y'all. Where my Nugget at?
Nugget!
Auntie Boo Boo. Auntie Boo Boo. My celebrity nephew. I think that's right.
I'm going to get Traylon a new tattoo. So I want to do a photo shoot after.
You know the negative comments that are going to come behind this, right?
When I first started tattooing Traylon, my family hated because they don't like that I have tattoos. But now that they seen it could be something positive, they love it because when we out, he get a lot of attention and kids really love the tattoos.
When Shamika came up with the idea, I wasn't down with it. I was totally against it. I did not want her to do that with him. But since I seen where it could take her in Traylon, I didn't have no issue with it because it turned out to be a positive thing.
Ready to go? Yeah, he ready to go. Alicia help out with Nugget when I'm at work.
And she can't control him. He's so spoiled. Oh, don't be giving my sugars away. The very first time Shamika told me about the tattoos, my first reaction was, they're gonna call DCF on you.
The backlash was horrible. It hurt my feelings because I know I'm not a bad mom. And I got called all type of names. Like, it was crazy.
He gonna be a gangster.
He gonna be a gangster. He gonna get shot down in the street.
It was some bad comments.
It was some bad comments.
We're raising him up for prison.
Yeah.
It was just bad all around. But we didn't regret it. I'm proud of Shamika of the life that she's making for Traylon because she's trying to pass on a legacy. She don't want her childhood to be his childhood. She wants better for her son. So yes, I'm very proud of her.
Ready to go to the tattoo shop? What's up, bro?
What's going on? Nugget, this is what I came up with.
Look Uncle Zoe got for you. Ooh, big boy.
You like it? I've done Shamika tattoo. I've done her stomach, big cover up, and I've also done her legs. She came up with it like about a year ago and just felt like it would be a good idea for a promo, and Nugget liked the tattoos too, so it'll be a way for him to look like he's tatted.
Ah, man.
Nugget got his first tattoo. Basically, just place this rag against it right now, and as the rag moistens it up, it will stick on the skin.
Oh, man.
Despite the fact that the tattoos are temporary, people have been quick to jump to the wrong conclusions.
Oh, man. Oh. My opinion of being a great mom is being their cheerleader, being their go-to person, being a best friend. With the temporary tattoos, there are not any risks. If you're judging someone off of 30-second videos on social media, that's your business, but what you say or think about someone don't determine what they're gonna be in the future.
While they might look like a regular family from the outside, Selena and Joseph made a shocking discovery about their family after 16 years of marriage.
Don't break it. Good job.
Who's the strict one of the two of you?
I would say me. He tries to be more of the friend, and I have to be the parent. Don't get me wrong, like he'll help with parenting sometimes. He's more like my fourth child, basically. We met at a Halloween party. We just decided, hey, let's go on a date. And then we went to the bowling alley, right?
I told her if I get one pin on this next throw, you have to give me a kiss. I got my one pin that I wanted.
And we kissed. We were like inseparable after that.
Some magnets got attached.
Yeah, we were like this.
This July, it will be 17 years of marriage, and we've been together for 17 years and 4 months. We had a short courtship. We have 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl.
A happy marriage is your belly. It's through the belly.
The drama began when Selena started to investigate her family history.
Started really diving into my DNA because I wanted to find out my heritage. My daughter, she's really dark-skinned. And then my son, he has curly hair. My middle child, he's light-skinned. When everyone would ask, like, what are you? What are you? I didn't really give an answer besides, hey, I'm Native American. Before the DNA test, we had no suspicion whatsoever. We sent in our swabs. There was a match. There's a database, a whole thing of cousins pull up. And he pulls up. And I go, oh, goodness. When I realized that we were cousins, I was a little sick to my stomach. And he goes, no, babe, it's nothing. He was in complete denial. I was like, this is weird. I can't believe we're cousins. And then he started realizing little things started coming up. And he's like, okay, maybe we are related.
Have you figured out how closely related?
The DNA test has confirmed that we are 3rd to 5th cousins.
How did you feel like after finding all this out and knowing you had 3 children?
In my head, I thought we were supposed to get divorced. And then I started more thinking to myself, like, hey, for our children, for our household, we need to keep it together and stay together. It was a pivotal moment for us because you're not supposed to look at your cousin or be with your cousin. And I didn't mean it, but it happened that way.
We've gone this far, and it's to death do us part in my book. So I wasn't going to leave over something like that.
When you first told your children, how did they react?
They didn't ask too many questions. My son, my middle, he goes, well, does that make us sister and brother and cousins then? I guess so, yeah.
Bingo.
How do you feel about everything?
It's kind of normal because since they're my parents and like there's nothing really weird about it because they've been married for a long time.
Sometimes I felt a little bit weird about it because it's not something you want to brag about or like put out to the world or nothing like that. They found out before they got married, I think there'd be something obviously wrong with that. But since they found out after, there's not one single problem I see wrong.
I first heard about it and it wasn't that special to me. I just kind of forgot about it because I was pretty young.
Why did you decide to make it public?
I am related to my husband. I was like sitting there one night and I was like, let's just put this in here, and I did not know it was going to blow up that big. I did not. One person on there said, this is so disturbing. Why would you marry your cousin? They look so much alike. How did they not know? I feel bad for the kids. Hopefully people don't bully them. I'd be embarrassed if I were those kids. Like,
And that's just the sensitive spot on me when they bring the kids up into it. For their social life, getting out as much as it did, the bully part of it, that was one of the first things that concerned me.
How does that make the two of you feel?
It's irritating, but I stopped taking it. I stopped reading them. Like I said, you can't read into it and take offense to it. Because you take offense to every negative post, you're gonna be mad all the time.
We accidentally married each other's cousins, like, whoop-de-doo, you know? And I did get a little backlash from that side, and I'm like, well, you guys don't want us to judge you, so why are you judging us?
Mother of 4, Chloe switched careers and now makes a living creating adult content online with the help of her 14-year-old sister, a decision which ended up losing her friends.
I would say that I'm kind of like a strict parent, but also a fun parent. My kids don't really know what exactly I do for a living. They have an idea that I do something in the social media world, but they don't know that it's adult content creating. I try to keep them away from it. So I do plan on telling my kids what I do when they're much older. I feel like they're still so young and they don't understand exactly what I do.
You want to do it on the edge of the bench?
Yeah, we're gonna do it right here. My sister Brianna, she helps me shoot my reels, my TikToks, my Instagram pictures, some behind the scenes when I'm shooting with photographers. So she's been a lot of help. And it's nice having family here too.
Okay, look at these.
Okay. How did you come up with this idea to have her help you in the first place?
It actually kind of happened by accident. We were out at the grocery store and I was like, hey, can you take this video of me real quick? Because normally I would use my tripod, but I didn't bring it with me that day. So she started taking it and I was like, you know what? Maybe you should just be my tripod.
I really want to do more photography when I grow up. And this is it's really helping me get closer to that.
I'm so proud of her. So my life when I first got divorced, I was working at a dental office. I was a receptionist. So I would rarely see my kids. It was always just like a busy go-go life. Right here. So I'll have you shoot me from here. I started doing adult content creating because of my financial needs. In my first month, I made a little over $3 grand, and that was a little more than what I was making at my 9 to 5. That was good.
So go.
So now I'm making $30,000 a month. So that's amazing. I honestly, my goal was to make 10 and I've killed it, so. The difference it's made in my life and my kids' life is that I am able to be with them a lot more now. And this year I was able to purchase this home. I used to live in a not good area where there was a lot of crime. So I was very happy that I was able to give this nice, stable home to my kids.
Brianna, what do you think about what your sister does for work?
I think whatever she wants to do is like her choice, and if she's happy, honestly, that's all that matters. Because why would you be at a job that you're not happy in when you could do something that you love and be happy doing it, you know?
While Chloe's sister is supportive of her lifestyle choice, it was some of her friends who strongly disapproved of her work.
So my friend Ziri, we've known each other for like 6 years now. I am very nervous seeing her today.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. I'm gonna sit over here. Yeah, of course. Once she found out that I was doing adult content creating, she was not happy. She was one of the ones that was very judgmental about it and told me that I was ruining my kids' lives and mine. So we had a fallout and she distanced herself. Hasn't really spoke to me since I told her.
I know you were struggling. I saw your situation, but I know you could have held it out a little bit longer and probably done a different avenue or just asked for help some other ways. Instagram influencer, YouTube, like they do nowadays.
I feel like the adult industry was where I saw the most income the quickest. I love the freedom it's given me and the stability it has given me as well.
Yeah, how did your sister come about helping you in that? You're bringing her along into that business and industry as well. Like you just said, you want them to have a childhood. Your sister's very young too.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be exposed to that.
She's not though. She just takes pictures of me in outfits, in a bikini. My sister sees me in a bikini, whether she's filming for me or not. So I don't feel like I'm exposing her to anything. She's just holding the phone and recording.
What her older sister does for money.
No, she doesn't see that though. She just sees, she's just helping me make TikToks.
Has your opinion changed at all, or?
Honestly, no. Once she changes what she's doing, it might change. But as of right now, my opinion hasn't changed.
You have, the right to feel that way. It just hurts that you still can't see my side. It just sucks to not have that friendship that we used to have over something that does not affect you.
But it does affect me in a way, because you're my friend. I want the best for you. I see you're doing good, but I wish it just wasn't this way.
Thank you for having this conversation with me. It was not what I would like it to have been, the outcome, but at least,
we finally sat down and talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least we had like an actual sit down about it.
Yeah.
I've received a lot of judgment online. I get a lot of negative comments about like, your kids are gonna hate you, you're ruining their lives, what are they gonna think? Aren't you scared of them seeing like what you put out there? That sort of stuff.
While she might not be able to convince everyone to support her career choices, Chloe is steadfast in her decision to work in the adult content creation industry.
I get a lot of positive comments too, and that's usually what I focus on. Everybody online knows I'm a mom. They call me like the hottest MILF in Arizona, so I kind of like that. I don't feel like it's irresponsible making adult content as a mom. I feel like you should be proud of your body after having kids. So I don't feel like being a mom changes anything. I'm a great mom and I can choose to do what I want to do in the work field that I want to be in.
Okay, I'll say go. Go.
I hope to, in the future, have many businesses and continue to invest what I make in my kids' future, in my future.
I feel very proud of myself that I'm able to give them this life and not have to worry or stress about how I'm gonna make ends meet next week. So, very proud.
Our next mum is also sure that the decision she's made for her 2 daughters is the right one, despite pushback from family and friends.
Bug, Bunny! Right, breakfast. They're only 12 months apart, but they're like chalk and cheese. Hi, I'm Cassie Ann. I work in the health and aesthetic industry and also influencing on social media. So I've got 2 babies, Bug and Bunny, they're 8 and 9, and then I have a new one on the way who is called Jonny Blue.
How's an average day for you now compared to when the girls were in school?
So normally we'd get up and it'd be a rush all morning trying to get them dressed and waking them up, going to school. We don't really have a hectic morning as such. So I pulled the girls out of school about 4 or 5 months ago now. I already knew they weren't going to stay in education after year 6, but the way that the schooling system is, I removed them beforehand. The main reasons were I don't like what's being taught in school. I believe a child learns more from freedom on the outside of school rather than sitting in a classroom for 6 to 8 hours. The girls, they didn't have a say in what I was going to do with their future and their education. If they still want to go to school or university, college, they can. But for now, they go by my rules whilst they live under my house.
Is there anything you miss about school?
I miss my friends at school.
What do you miss about school?
Like,
You don't miss nothing about school? Nothing at all?
no, because I
Don't
can
miss-
text my friends.
So what's your favourite thing about not going to school? Can't be just your phone, because you're on a phone ban at the minute. On a Monday, the children have tutoring and education, and then every single day, set days that I do things. I work my own hours, and they kind of work around me. So when I'm not working, we have education and then playtime. They'll do cooking, they'll do cleaning, and they'll learn about being domestic as well as an education at home. What else do you like about being at home rather than school?
Because we don't have to.
Don't have to what?
Work. Do maths or do English or do science.
And what do you learn at home that you don't learn there?
Clean up.
I do co-parent with the children's dad. The girls' dad is fine with my decision. I think that pulling the girls out, especially their background being travellers, they do come out of education early anyway, so it was gonna happen within time. It was just the fact that I pulled them out earlier. So after chores, the girls come up, they get their outfits, they're always matching. They get their outfits, they do the hair, do the skincare. They know about designer, they've known about it for a very, very long time.
This is Chanel, this is Louis Vuitton, Rolex, Tom Ford, Dior.
So I like the girls to have nice things purely because, one, I've got it myself and I know what it feels like to have nice things. And then 2, if they've got it from young, they can't be bribed with when they're older or given gifts and feel like it's everything to them. I'm a millionaire businesswoman and I dropped out of school at 14. I do believe me coming out of school early has had a big influence on the children. Reason being, I've had no GCSEs, but yet I've built very, very big successful businesses. Everything that I've ever wanted in life, I've managed to get myself off my own back. Already my girls are quite successful, so my Bug has started up heatless rollers as well, Curly. Online, she sells them, she does little bits here and there. I'm very strict as a parent. They don't just get a yes mum 24/7. My will, there's stages in my will. So like, they're not allowed to inherit one house until they're married with a prenup. Right, go on, sit your bum down.
Like their mum, the 2 girls also have regular beauty treatments.
I get my lashes done every few weeks. I like getting my lashes done because it gets the vibe.
I've always tinted their eyebrows since they were babies and like I had their ears pierced young. I've got very good, well-mannered, polite children that say please, thank you, that are very grateful and very appreciative. So I do spoil them because they deserve it.
Slay.
For people that judge me on my parenting, I don't really care. So if they've got something to say, I just take it with a pinch of salt And then it's just a matter of proving them wrong. So the girls do get a lot of comments that are not the best of comments. People, like full-grown adults, comment on their appearance, what they're gonna be like when they're older. They call them names. I don't let them see nothing. I put them in a bubble, and I would never let them get affected by it, but like grown women are commenting on children. I don't understand it personally.
Cassian's mum has been critical about some of her parenting decision.
Hello.
Hiya.
How are we?
You alright?
How are we? Good?
Hi, girls. Where's Mummy?
Go and get Uncle Sash a drink and Omi, and then you can go upstairs and play. She's actually really soft-hearted, Bunny. She just puts on a front, doesn't she?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because she thinks she's a big girl now, having those eyelashes.
It's got nothing to do with her eyelashes. My mum is anti taking them out of school. She does not agree with it, but obviously I'm the parent and what I say goes.
Life is about learning the negative things. For children, it's important these days, I think, to learn certain skills you cannot give them at home.
What can school give them that I can't?
Education. I believe taking them out of school because of your beliefs is right, but the timing is wrong. I believe they are too young to be taken out now.
For Bunny, for example, Bunny's creative and she's got a good imagination.
School would be perfect.
No. School is a box.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
Thank you. She's being told you're not good at maths, so you need to do more maths. Why? If she's not good at it, okay, she's not good at it. But this day and age, you've got calculators.
Best thing I'd done was leave school, and the thing I wish I'd done before was leave school earlier. At the time, it wasn't out of choice. I wish it was out of choice. I feel like I've got such a head start on everyone because, like you said, being around people outside, like business.
You are the 5 people you surround yourself with the most.
Do you remember when you personally decided, enough is enough, I don't want to go grammar school no more? You got privately educated with beauty and stuff. Everything was privately done, but you were in education.
The same goes with Jonny when he's born. He'll go into education until he can read, write, do maths, like basic core things, have a social life, and then he'll be pulled out exactly the same. He's got to go to school. I can't have a dumb kid. He'll jump on with his dad. Yeah. He'll go to work. He'll earn money straight away. Do I ever see Jonny going to university? Absolutely not. If he wanted to, he could.
But what's wrong with that?
But I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it, but I'd rather him go down his own path. If he wants to, he can.
You are a very loving mom. You always put your children first. I don't want that you lose yourself of doing too much.
Then I feel like I'm in a different limelight where I can do it.
But Cassian doesn't care what anyone thinks. It's her way or the highway.
The children are going to have a lovely life and do whatever they want, have whatever they want. To trolls that have a lot to say, stop scrolling through social media and having something to say about a woman that's pregnant, that's got 2 children, that is just trying to better their life. It's just pathetic, really.
While Cassian and her 2 daughters live a luxurious lifestyle, mum of 2, Lucy, has chosen to live much more simply.
So this is where we live. This is our tent home. This is my son Asa, and Asa is 5, and my daughter Alana, and Alana is 7. Okay, you guys want to go sit back there then? Because he's going to ask me a few more questions. Thank you, Asa. We've been living in this way for about a year. We first started living in a tent because of the rental crisis. I didn't want a small unit, and that's pretty much all we could afford with the state of the rental market at the moment. I was also working as a marine biologist, and I realized I was not happy. I didn't have the energy that I really wanted and the capacity to spend with my children. Hey. And so we moved into a tent, and I really love this way of life. Group kiss. Group kiss? Mwah. I love being connected to nature. I love having the trees as my walls. Just be gentle. So this is Asa and Alana's room. They've got all their toys. So my kids sleep in the same room here, and I just sleep right next to them. I think it's really important for good attachment, for us to be together and to feel safe. It's how we've always been living in tribe. I don't have lots and lots of rooms to clean. I used to live in a 4-bedroom house with a swimming pool. You know, I spend so much of my time sweeping leaves out of the swimming pool. This is literally all that I own in the world now, and I feel really grateful to have this simple existence.
And living in a tent wasn't the only change she made for her children.
My 2 children started the year at the Steiner together. My son started there and hasn't really been enjoying it. Wait.
Scared me.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Go on, and then put it straight onto those firelighters. And so I've taken him out and we're now, I guess you would call it unschooling for the moment. It's nice to be outside a lot, isn't it? Do you like being outside?
Yeah.
You like collecting bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of exploring that with Asa at the moment, just following what he wants to do. And it seems like a lot of the time he just really enjoys just chilling out, reading books, listening to music. He just really likes to kind of relax. What do you like the most to do with the family? What do you like most doing with me and Lani?
Being together.
Aww. You want to come in? Do you love living in a tent, Lani?
Yeah.
What do you like about being barefoot, Lani?
So then I can feel the grass.
Yeah. Does it feel nice under your feet?
Yes.
Yeah. Me and my kids are usually barefoot all the time. Apart from in the wet season when it got really, really muddy, we got a staph infection. So you have to have a respect for nature. So this is my Zen meditation medicine plant garden, and the kids love the space too.
Yay!
To be surrounded by nature, in nature, bare feet is the most important thing for our health and for our happiness. I don't take my children to the doctors for small things. It would have to be something really major. I believe what doctors can do is they can diagnose from a physical perspective, and that's really helpful some of the time. We've got the lucky bamboo.
Lucky bamboo.
To bring us good luck. And then what's this, Lani?
It's wild raspberry.
And wild raspberry is
For kindness.
It's for kindness, and it's also for motherhood.
But her parenting style isn't the only alternative lifestyle choice she's made.
And I do urine therapy. The whole idea of the urine therapy for me, it's a self-love practice. This is a fresh urine. So I loop my urine, which means whenever I need the toilet, I'll pee into a jar and I'll drink it. There should be no part of us that disgusts us. Yummy. I started off just putting it on my face. It's really good for acne, any skin conditions, any eczemas or things like that. When I first started doing the urine therapy, my kids found it absolutely hilarious that Mummy was drinking her own wee. But my kids are, you know, they're pretty light and they're pretty funny. And so now it's become very much more normalized to them. They just see me doing it and they don't really question it anymore. Okay, so hey guys, it's a really beautiful time of the day. So I've been working on social media for probably the last 5 years. TikTok really just kind of took off when I moved into the tent. I think people were just really interested in living an alternative lifestyle. Horse, cow, sheep, pig and cockerel.
What a cockerel.
I put up a video of us in the tent. Somebody commented, oh, it looks lovely, but I would be so scared that someone would come and snatch my children out of the tent. And I literally commented underneath, wow, that thought never entered my mind. You know, what about the snakes? Well, I feel blessed if I see a snake.
Can you recall some of the negative comments?
I've had lots of people say how disgusting it is that I'm drinking my own urine. I've just woken up, I collected my first pee. I've had lots of people just calling me crazy, mad, saying that it's really extreme. I can see from the responses and the reactions how people are feeling this fear within themselves of choosing another way, of being able to live in nature.
Well, the day that I met Lucy, and she told me that she had been living in a tent at a local place here. So my first thought was, well, if you've got 2 children, you better come here because I'll help you and I'll keep you safe.
The threat of being kicked out was, you know, hanging over us in quite a few places. So, and it happened 3 times.
Right.
So
There you go.
I'm really grateful.
Hooray
to
for
you.
me.
How's the community supported Lucy through the judgment she's received about her parenting?
People say that I'm a bad parent. I think living in a tent has been quite confronting for a lot of people who want to project onto me that I'm homeless, who want to project their fear onto me.
I don't have children. I don't know what I'd do if I had children. I'd be homeschooling them. I wouldn't have them in the system at all.
Well, that's how I feel as well now, but I'm also listening to my children and following what they want.
So they seem happy and they seem a good family, and I applaud Lucy's mothering techniques.
Feel like for me, because I think I haven't really lived with people who are so aligned with me, so it's really nice to come here and feel like I'm a good mother.
Well, I think you are.
I kind of knew that I was, but I had all these people telling me that I wasn't.
You're fine.
Hello.
So putting it out there and just being really kind of comfortable with my own choices and saying, hey, I'm a single mom living in a tent. You might call me homeless, but I'm at home within myself. What's Ace's destiny?
Climbing trees. I want to be like a fish.
But you're not a fish.
I want to.
You're a human being.
Yeah. With legs.
I would love to teach my children similar values to what I have, and feeling like you are free to live the life that you choose. If you want to go off and live in the woods, you can go off and live in the woods. There's no limits.
So no regrets?
No, I feel I could always go back to living in a house if I wanted to. Clearly I don't want to at this time. I'm just really enjoying living in this little kind of fairyland space that we've created. That's going to make me sound really crazy.
Lastly, a mother-daughter duo who have a very different way of life to Lucy and her children, but that doesn't mean they're short of criticism.
Morning. Oh, coffee is needed. So, did you work last night? I did, yeah, made quite good money. Oh, lovely.
Hi, my name's Ellie, aka Mackenzie Blue. I'm 19 years young. I'm self-employed as an adult model. This is my mother.
Hi, I'm Gemma, aka Levi. I'm 37 years young.
Our relationship as mother and daughter, more like best friends. Sisters, you name it.
And now work colleagues.
Yes, and now we're work colleagues, which is interesting.
This mother-daughter duo now makes money making adult content together online.
My mum is obviously my best friend, more like my annoying older sister, and also she's sort of like my manager.
A bit like her mentor and her momager now. Momager, do you like that one?
Momager.
Momager.
Yes, love it.
Unfortunately, we've got about 15 minutes of work
15?
to do. So I was one of the first ever girls to make a profile on OnlyFans. I had no idea it was going to take off how it did.
And growing up, how did you feel about your mum being a glamour model?
At first, sometimes it did sort of get to me, and it did make me have an opinion on my mum's job. So growing up, I was always like, I'm never going to be like my mum. And
did you?
Yeah. And then obviously lockdown happened, and yeah, I was like, I'm doing this job.
I am excited for today because we'll get to have a laugh, but I'm excited for the 15-minute of work that we've got to do.
Do you know, it's quite satisfying when you finish though. We're always oh, we've got to do this work, and then when it's done, you're like, great. I was quite surprised when Ellie joined my industry because she grew up wanting to work in an office and she had no interest in this line of work, whereas I wanted to do this from a very young age.
Yeah.
Now it's become a bit more of a lifestyle for you, hasn't it?
I see how much fun she has, and it's good money.
There will definitely be a guy out there somewhere who would want to pay to watch us
dip and eat. Yeah.
Ellie's been the driving force between us joining forces, and we've literally just launched our first joint page together.
Got my laptop.
Let's see how everything's going, shall we?
So the sort of content we make can be quite unusual, isn't it? Very out of the odd. Obviously, a lot of men like to watch us eat dessert.
Steady.
Sweets you don't really like because you haven't really got a sweet tooth. You find it sickly. But me, on the other hand, I do it all day, all night long. Give me a dessert, pay me to eat it.
lots of stuff that people might not generally be able to tell their girlfriend they like, you know, and that's why they come to a girl on OnlyFans or webcam, because, you know, they can ask for whatever they want with us and we're not going to judge. I think guys like to see that we're just having a bit of a giggle and a bit of a laugh. There's other stuff that I won't do, like baked beans. A lot of guys like, you know, you're in a bath of baked beans and stuff. Well, I'm not filling my bathtub up with baked beans. I don't care how much you pay me. How am I going to get the beans out of the bath? You must have to, like, bucket them out, because they're not going to go down the plug, are they?
Beans aside, once these two began making content together, they faced a lot of judgment for joining forces.
A lot of people do find what we do is wrong, so obviously we're mother and daughter, but my answer to that is it's not wrong at all. Fair enough if we was doing anything totally illegal or weird, then that is wrong, but the things we do is not wrong at all. We're literally having fun and getting paid for it. Some of the worst stuff that I have heard or seen people talking about us is how we can be trashy, or ugh, how can you do that with your mum? I could never do that with my mum.
It might be out of the norm for a normal household, but we're not a typical mother and daughter anyway. Now we just get paid to have a laugh on camera. Well, as I said, people's opinions can't pay my bills, so we don't really care what people think of us.
Definitely. So this one's £100 a minute, he wants 7 minutes. We need to go to the shop and get some desserts.
Chocolate mousse again?
Yes. I make around 10 grand a month.
I used to be like Ellie when I was younger. I'd really spend a lot of time getting the new customers in and stuff, but now I'm a bit more chilled out with it. I feel like I'm retired at the moment because I am just sort of just pottering around in the garden, not doing much, doing my 10 minutes work every now and again, but you know, I can work hard if I want to.
And of course, the mousse. You know I love mousse.
You do, as long as it doesn't get in mummy's hair.
Yeah, on my hair. Hate that.
Right, shall we go get ready?
Let's go,
and
sister.
get this filmed. Nice and ready. Time to work. Time to work. One there. Teaspoon in each, yeah? Ready? We love you.
See you soon. Right, that was good.
Great stuff.
So we're going live, yeah?
So we're going to go live and people have to tip. So we got some whipped cream.
Lovely.
Trifle. Who's going to tip first? Yeah! See me with my lollipop.
Oh my God.
Ready?
Trifle is good.
Steady.
Guys, it's all on my nose. We're ending this right here, okay?
Ciao for now.
Mother!
Sorry.
Oh no!
I think that scene went quite well. What do you think?
Well, pretty messy, as you can see.
No.
I feel like my life has drastically changed since I've been doing this job. So.
Yeah. And I think it's made you more confident as well, you know. I can see the confidence in you's grown massively. If people think that this is an inappropriate job for mother and daughter to do, they've got the right to their opinion, but do we care about your opinion?
No. Right now, I don't see myself stopping this job for any reasons. I couldn't see myself getting a 9 to 5.
No.
No way. I can see why others might find our family a bit extraordinary.
But to us, it's just normal and it's a bit of harmless fun. We're happy.
So there you have it, 7 very different parents who've all been criticised for the way they choose to live as a family. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. And please like and subscribe for more videos like this.